wonderful. That's just
Got it.
We're good?
Yeah. I'm good
Ready?
now. Okay, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chantal.
So welcome. Oops, forgot to turn it on. And I thought I wasn't funny. So he is the funny one. I'm the more serious one. And I would like to welcome Sher St. We are going to interview Sher St. who is the GM of Newmarket Jazz Festival. She's also the VP of Promotions for St. Kitts Music. She has organized many events, including the Aurora Canada Parade from 2008 to 2010, the Jazz Festival, and Five Senses Festival. Please welcome Sher St.
Good evening. Oops. What did I do?
You didn't do anything.
I can't turn it on.
Feedback. I'd like some feedback, please. No, no, he's the Canadian, right? I don't like feedback like that. I don't like that kind of feedback. All right, so they're supposed to be prompting me with questions, but it looks like I'll be doing a tap dance in a second, so I'm getting ready. I'm warming up and a couple of jokes. I'm good for
Okay, I am ready. When and where were you born, and what brought you to Newmarket? This is important because we would like to know.
All right, I was born in 1953, May 19th, in Toronto General Hospital. My family lived in Scarborough, so I grew up in Scarborough. And on my 16th birthday, on the day of my 16th birthday, I left home. Oh. So I have been away from home since then, adventuring around the world and doing my thing. Now, what brought me to Newmarket?
Yes.
Good people. Good vibrations, acceptance, creative community, just a really welcoming, warm feeling when we started asking questions about bringing the Jazz Festival here. We received really positive, warm feelings right from the beginning. So that made it a lot really easy for us to feel a part of your community. And over the last 3 years, we really feel warmly welcome in Newmarket, and we think you have a fantastic creative community. So that's why.
Tell us first about St. Kitts Music. Is it an event promoter, an independent music producer, a management company, a talent agency?
No, none of the above. St. Kitts Music is a business that George and I started around 1999 to encase all the gigs that George and several of our musicians, entertainers work on and off. We can be working with a few hundred different musicians over a course of a year. We do, I don't know how many gigs, but it's over 100. We do a lot of gigs. Everything from a gala to a fundraiser to a two-piece at a wedding, a big band at a wedding, name a thing, charities. We do all of those things. We put together whatever it is you need, whatever kind of party you have, whatever kind of music you're looking for. We try to use our musicians and bring in more musicians to do all the different kinds of music that are required at gigs. We work everywhere from Toronto, Ontario. We're also in the States. We go across Canada, and George has also worked in Europe and the UK. So it just depends where people want us, and then we go. So that's what St. Kitts Music actually is. That is our business.
And what role do you play in this organization?
Well, I called myself the VP of Promotions many years ago, not really sort of getting it, what that was. So, which is how I had most of my jobs in my entire life. Can you do a fax machine? Of course, naturally. Then you get the job and you go. So much the same. We started off promoting George when he started his first 2 albums. He has 3 albums, 2 of which were nominated for Junos. So when you're releasing a record back in the days when we had such things in the world, you would do a big record release party. And so part of my job at that time was to do the promotional stuff way back, to bring everybody out and have a party. So we were at downtown Yorkville, PWDs and all that, having parties and getting George going. So that was sort of some of my first taste of what it is that I eventually found out is what I do. So through St. Kitts and through those opportunities with my husband, then I've been able to figure it out, and I really love what I do.
But you studied law and psychology, so why not pursue that?
Well, first of all, I'll say so, therefore just sort of be careful. She may be cute, she may be blonde, but she did study law and worked for lawyers for many years, and also did get my final BA in psychology. I use it every day. I use it all the time. Everything I do is around contracts, contract law, bylaws, the board of directors that we're on, what's legal, what isn't legal. Right now we've got the whole thing with emailing and making sure you have people's permission. And so the law, and having studied it, has really been great for me. It helps me do a lot of things I could do on my own, and I can just get a lawyer to look at it and make sure I'm on the right track and carry on. So it saves me a lot of bucks too. And psychology is everyone, all of us, right? You have to understand the psychology of the people you're working with. Like even for tonight, what's to prepare? I'm not going to prepare. I need to see you first. I mean, I'm prepared. I need to meet you. I don't know everyone or what your questions or what it is you are looking to find out. And then that's psychology. What's the feeling in the room? Is it warm? Is it tough? And we do it in the festival all the time. All the kids we work with, the interns, 30 interns. You gotta get into their heads and find out what's doing and help them get through. So I love having those two things behind me. They're very useful.
I have a question for you, Cher.
Uh-oh.
I have a question for Cher. Do you believe in life after love?
Yes, and that's why I had that hit, and I'm glad that you brought that up. I really appreciate that little plug. Thank you. I have copies. Anyone? I have copies.
What are you truly passionate about outside of the arts?
Well, that's a hard one because, I would say my real big passion is the arts. Probably besides, the usual, my family, my children, they're mostly artists, or they're in promotion, either promotion or art. So I have a bass player, I got a visual artist, oils, big. That's all big. They're all. And then Andrew, my deliciously disabled son, is out there doing keynote speaking, representing the gay disabled community. And my daughter is working for a big promotions company. So that's my passion, and my husband's an entertainer. So it truly is a big part of my life, my family. So that's all in one package. On top of that, I would have to say my next passion is teaching. I love to teach. I love to help others see, or let them teach me. Because whenever you're teaching, they're teaching you, always. I really love that relationship. I used to be a professor at Seneca for a couple of years, and I'm so happy that the festival brings that opportunity back to me through the interns. So when I have 30 interns, each and every one has to be taught, and then I learn from them, because they know a lot more than me. So all I got to do is put them on the track. So I love that. That would be it. And then also health. Health is important to me.
What is the most challenging aspect of this kind of music and performance?
Well, the trouble is everyone thinks it's a jazz festival. If we're going to talk about the festival and not St. Kitts music now, it's not. It's a Jazz Plus, which is a brand we've tried really hard to do. It's very difficult, right, David? Oh my God. This Jazz Plus means any music is welcome at the festival. It'll have a backbone of jazz. Jazz is also a mother music. So what the difficulty is for us in branding, to try to get that brand understood, that it is much more than jazz, and it always will be, and it's much greater. But jazz is pretty great. So to have a backbone of jazz, which is our mother music, and bring in all the other, we had a guy on a sitar that was doing Indian jazz. Come on. We want to be open to all of that, and we are. We've had everything from country to jazz to pop, rock, funk, and we're open to that. And that's the message, if any other message can get out into our creative community tonight, that's what we are. We're a plus. Maybe we should change the name, David, to Newmarket Plus Festival. Why do we have to be? Because look, I have dancers, I got singers and entertainers, I got bands, I got poets. We've had poets. We've had the speaking word. We've got sculptors, visual artists, thespians, people all over the park wearing costumes. I encourage. What? Oh, no! I have a wig. I encourage.
Oh, we have costumes.
I travel with.
Oh.
I've always, exactly. There's always something happening.
Oh.
I carry the bag on purpose. It's because we need to play.
Would this be acceptable?
Yes, I love it. Here, just put that. It's in
Can I have the wig?
juxtaposition to the purple. I think it's good.
Yes, we're gonna. You might want a photo moment if somebody has a cell phone.
Just think, Thinking what we need is a separate jazz area or plus I think we might have found it, David. A separate plus area that would be for that kind of music. Why not? They deserve to have their music. It's music. It's a lot of talent. So yeah, we'd like to get there, but first we have to get the mainstream and get strong, get really strong. Then what we want to do is get Riverwalk going strong, get Main Street going strong, get Ray 20 Center going strong. What kind of parks have you got? What can we do? And I don't want to do it all. Everybody in the creative community can take a piece and run. And then what we do is, as the Arts Music Festival people, we promote. We push it all together. We help bring you all up in it. And that's what I'm seeing. So yes, the answer is, short answer, yes.
That was the story.
That was the short.
That's why we get along. So Alex's lightning round, because this is the 4th NAC's event. 4th, right? We counted. We get to pick, this is a surprise.
Okay.
You get to pick one of the following pairs. So choose one. Ready?
You should be good at this.
Dun,
'Cause it's
dun, dun. Cookies or fruits?
Wait, am I supposed to pick what I want or
Just
what I
pick one.
should have?
Like, just the first, like
Politically
and quick.
correct answer.
Cookies.
Uh-huh. Beach or nightclub?
Beach.
Long drive or a good book?
Good book.
Blue jeans or a silk dress?
That's hard. I'm going with the silk.
Good choice.
So what does that tell you about yourself now?
I don't know. I thought you were going to tell me that.
And
Let's go to psychologist. I don't actually.
what can you tell us about this year's jazz festival?
Oh, there's so much changing, so thank you for the opportunity. We had to make some changes, which, we're not really that happy about. It's something we need to do, so we're trying to get happy about it. We love Riverwalk. We love Main Street. It's perfect. But when the bad weather comes, and it's come every year that we've been here, plus, prior to that, not that I'd want to name names or drop names when we were in, the other place, we also had 3 years of very bad weather. For some reason, that Civic August long weekend is just a spot for bad weather. So this year it got so bad that it was semi-tornado on the Sunday night.
I was camping.
Oh, it was bad. Where did you get it? Did you?
We attended the jazz festival the Friday night, obviously, to support, and then Saturday night, the long weekend, and we were in tents.
So how was your Sunday night?
We went home.
So, and up in Barrie, they had 6 porta potties fly away. So you know what kind of storm that was?
Oh boy.
Storm. And they lost something like 60 tents. So for us,
She meant shit storm.
Thank you. I was hoping that you were here. I thought you left. So, yeah. So, they lost all their tents. So for us, our fences went down. So all of our tents had to go down. We had to close the stage. There was so much water. It was a deluge of rain. One of the tents, the VIP tent, had so much water that the whole roof of it was sagging down. It's very dangerous. People can die. We have electrical stuff everywhere, water everywhere, metal tent legs with people sitting in the water, the metal tent legs, and lightning coming. But, So we did a really good job of clearing our park. I'm really proud of us, but it was horrible in terms of the festival. We lost probably about $25,000 to $30,000 that night in revenue that we sorely needed just to break even. So the festival budget's running in around $220,000 to $250,000. So that's more than 10% of our entire budget. You still pay your entertainers. You still pay for the venue. You don't get off with nothing. No, it's all still on your back. No one's coming over and say, "Hey, dude, look, it's all right." And you don't, because you got to have, face in the community and keep your word. So that's okay, but it's not okay when your bottom line gets hit that hard. And then you go, well, if we only had a place to go inside and we were safe. But forgetting all of that, that's just finances. What about if someone got killed?
Yeah.
Or brutally injured? What about if when one of those fences came down, it fell on a kid? Or any of the above? Or a doggy? I mean...
But we could always
Well,
have
doggies roll.
the jazz festival inside at CDA Dance Academy if need be.
You see, if there was a space big enough here, we wouldn't even think of moving. But if you had 3,000 people,
That's
which
a
is
lot.
what we have on a Saturday night,
Yeah.
and which Sunday night would have brought us for sure with the lineup we had,
What about the arenas?
where are they going? Well, that's why we're moving the main part of the Jazz Festival to the Ray 20 Center.
Excellent.
So we had to do all the talks with the town. We weren't certain yet. So when you got some previous little messagey things on Facebook that we weren't ready yet to make the announcement, because we couldn't make an announcement about something we weren't sure could happen, or that the town would allow us to, or that we even wanted to happen. So now it looks like it's going to be good. So it's going to be the main body at the Ray 20 Center. We will take over Arena 1, plus we're going to take a whole huge area that goes smack onto the southwest portion of Arena 1. We're going to fence and gate that. We're going to have an outside festival for you and an inside festival. And because we're taking the arena, we have the options now of bringing in headliners that could fill the arena with as many as 3,500 people. If ever I can do that. Yay! Even at $20 a pop, at 50, depending on who's coming. Let's face a guy that you'd pay $50, you'd go downtown, you'd park, you'd drive, you'd do all that for this thing. You can't drink because now you're driving back. It's just a pain in the neck. So
Are they
now,
having alcohol there?
could be. Oh, at my festival?
Just
Always.
checking.
Always. So, but then, now if you had 3,500, you only got half. You got 2,000 people in there. Suddenly, the festival's able to make a profit. If the festival's able to make a profit, what will it do with the profit? It goes back into the festival, which means, oh, we could get Riverwalk really going again. Oh, we could hire management that would help us with Riverwalk, because I can't be in 3 places. Oh, we could have Main Street really hopping the same day. So it comes down to revenue and management. And I love doing it, and so does George, but we do, I swear to God, as much as look, we're killing Dave. We're killing him. Anyone who gets too close to us, we just gobble them in, and off we go into the, the wild west of the festival. Once festival fever hits, nothing else happens. We're doing 100+ hours a week.
Dave, how many years have you been doing this?
Well, actually, I've been with Sher now for 3 years, so since it started...
So do you know what happened to the guy before you then? Was he well insured?
He died.
And your insurance is all... Okay, just checking.
Yeah, and we have directors and officers insurance because of that. Don't go too close to the sheriff fan, because you're going to get eaten.
So what other big events does St. Kitts Music have planned for 2016?
Oh, well, it's really been a great time for us. We're in a great ride right now. Let's just back up a little bit. 2015, I was so proud on Father's Day when my husband and my son were on stage at the Much Music Video Awards with Ed Sheeran. So that kind of neat stuff. Like here we got a son who's a bass player, so his name's out there. He got to be the MD for Ed Sheeran, so he got to pick his dad to be in the backup singer. So they were both on stage on Father's Day singing with Ed. That was cool, right? That's very cool. So I was really proud. That was a proud moment for St. Kitts Music. And then in September, George also was requested to work at this brand new Ambi Gala, which is His Royal Highness Prince Albert II of Monaco, James Franco, Heidi Klum, featuring Diana Ross and Martin Short and the George St. Kitts Band. Oh. So that was a pretty cool for us. I mean, we do all kinds of really great gigs, but these are like, oh my God, really? Oh, are they real people? Yeah. So that, and then what's coming, which has got us really excited. Can I tell them, George? Okay, so the
you could stop her.
Sorry. Did I mention I'm like a freight train? Did I mention? So, the Canadian Screen Awards for 2016, the George St. Kitts Band will be the band. That's very, very cool. So they've got, what's that comedian's name? Is it Greg McDonald?
Norm McDonald.
Thank you, Norm, that twit. He's out there. He's the MC, right? And then there's all these headliners coming out, including Christopher Plummer and all these amazing people, amazing Canadian people. So that's the next thing that's coming. And we're out there with our fish hooks, trying really hard to get whatever gigs we can and to keep St. Kitts Music in the forefront. That's the next and learning new promotions. So we're looking at different avenues to promote. You're probably going to be hearing a lot more about us so that we can just see. The thing is, the more busy we are, the more musicians are busy with us. The more musicians are busy with us, the more we help the creative community. We pay people's mortgages, and that's the same thing with the jazz festival. The more bands I can get in, the more people are working. The more people are working. That's why I'm starting this new thing. Sorry. It's called.
We do have a second guest. You know that, right?
I'm going to shut up
Okay.
just now. It's called Mardi Gras. It's called Mardi Gras North. It's something new that I'd like to get going with the creative community, so that in February, when there's really nothing happening for musicians, for the most part, that we will start having events that hire live musicians to dress up, just like Gail. Would you like to just turn around and look at everyone for a second? To encourage people to express themselves. Bring out your boas, bring out your masks, have a laugh, go to a restaurant. Restaurant to have live entertainment, restaurant to have an artist doing his plein air there, whatever it is, cause people dressing up, doing their whole thing with their masks like Chantal. So that's a new idea that we're sort of doing to help the creative community.
I have two quick final questions, if I may. One is a simple yes/no question.
Yes.
With respects to this Mardi Gras, will there be beads, and if we throw them at women, just like in New Orleans?
No, that doesn't happen.
Oh, damn.
No,
No, I don't want the beads if that doesn't happen.
You throw them at men.
Well then, my second question is actually a serious question.
right.
Do you have any advice for anybody who is trying to stage an event and they want to get bums in the seats? Is there anything, any little piece of advice quickly that you could give them?
It's really hard, because even if you have a really great show, it's really hard. I would think that what we need to do is make a creative community taser. I'd like to... Come on, guys, I'm joking. What I'm saying is you almost have to taser people to get out of their couches, no matter how good your show is. So it's really about education. You have to educate. So you have to get on there, tell them what it is. You go through all the social media. Dave helps. Dave is like out there just pounding. So Dave, what would you say to answer that?
Like this show, like bring more people to the seats and more NAC chats, and every month have a social and
Yes.
network
Yes.
with people, artists,
Yes.
Newmarket artists.
It has.
Dave, your voice changed.
Yeah, Dave.
Oh, Dave, what do you think? No, how do we do that was the question.
Well, no, I mean, exactly what you said. I mean, it's networking. What we see is that every event is trying to appeal to the same people. We need to work together, and you need to build that list and be continually promoting out there. But yeah,
It's what's in it for me. That is the key to every promotion. What's in it for me? So you want me to come? What's in it for me? So it's finding that and making sure that we get that to them. And that's tough. It really is hard.
Yeah, it sounds like most of my dates. So, thank you very much, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Sher St. We're going to take a few minutes.